Okay, so I'm gonna keep this short and brief, and do it like this because I'm actually gonna edit this, and then I'll be able to put some more input in here as far as what I consider to be valid information uh, with respect to some of the shit that I've seen in the news, man. So today, Kwame Raoul and the special prosecutor on the Jason Van Dyke case came to file a writ of mandamus about the judge's sentencing for Jason Van Dyke, in which he gave this criminal in blue 6 years and 9 months sentence for the murder of Laquan McDonald. Basically, he sentenced him for this long. It's crazy to me. I have no words to describe it. Travesty of justice, whatever the hell they want to say. And now Jason Van Dyke's attorney is turning the tables and filing an appeal and everything, trying to say that it was within the law, that he should have ruled on a ladder, which was the second-degree murder. Here's the thing. The aggravated battery was a more serious offense, and it carries an 85% sentence for those aggravated batteries for every time that he fired those additional shots into him. He shot him 16 times. What the hell was that? Overkill. You know, you trying to tell me that he didn't deserve that? Well, let me give y'all a bit of facts so that y'all know this, because I don't think that the public is really aware of what the hell we dealing with. We dealing with a very, very racist system. A system that's so racist that it can be compared to the overseers during slavery times. One of the main co-conspirators in all of this that nobody's talking about, and I'm going to keep mentioning his name, Michael Cronin, okay? I want y'all to remember this face. I want y'all to remember this name, Michael Cronin. Jason Van Dyke used to work for Michael Cronin over at Special Ops, and I'm quite sure some of those other officers that conspired to cover up and everything also worked for him. Michael Cronin has been responsible for being the Special Ops commander for some years, as well as a gang crime specialist, as well as working with the U.S. Marshals, and traveled across the country dealing with conflicts within the criminal element as it came to gangs. What he hasn't been involved in, he has not been involved in stomping out the corruption that's affiliated to organized crime when it came down to Chicago mob bosses. He hasn't been affiliated with stomping out the murder rate, because Chicago only had like a 17% murder solving percentage rate. So, and he's in the middle of a bunch of stuff that done recently went on. There's been officers that's been friends of Michael Cronin's that was under investigation in internal affairs. He has inside contacts in internal affairs. He's actually, I know personally that he went and one of them that was under investigation, he went and had them promoted, moved from the west side all the way to the south side, and then all of a sudden the internal affairs investigation disappeared. So, when we start talking about police and corruption and the code of silence, it's real. We better get real and recognize it. I'm going to show y'all who he is in a minute. I want y'all to see a lot of people, because this judge gone and everybody else, Y'all need to remember who they are come election time. Get their ass out of office. Get them off those seats. You know, put people that's going to do real justice. That's going to balance the scales. You know, to know that Michael Cronin is, or he works over at the Freedom of Information Act now. So he's retired as a Chicago police officer, but he has substantial amount of control over the rank and file of the Chicago Police Department. Eddie Johnson is a joke. Eddie Johnson don't run no Chicago Police Department. Michael Cronin still do. Those officers still come to him, and they still get advice from him. He gives them directives, and they go off of his advice and move accordingly. So I think that what we need to do is we need to take a careful look at this, and we need to really look at what's going on within our criminal justice system, because there are some key players. You know, you're looking at Ed Burke being under investigation. Well, Ed Burke is another one. They all part of this big old machine. They tied in together. Everybody's tied in. Michael Cronin is probably connected to Mike Madigan them and Ed Burke them, as well as many others. He was connected to Mayor Daley that left office. So don't be surprised. But I wanted to put this out there. Michael Cronin is the person who was blocking the release of the video for the Laquan McDonald shooting. Okay? Jason Van Dyke and them used to work for him. He was there during Jason Van Dyke's trial and sentencing. He was sitting in the juror's box. What the hell is he doing in the juror's box? I want somebody to please explain that shit to me, because I don't understand it. What the hell is he doing in the juror's box? Also, how is he able to not just be at that trial, but at the trial for the other officers, and all of a sudden they get acquitted or found not guilty, whatever it was? You see, there's something not right. And so we have to be aware. We have to let people know we are not going to stand for this. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to be aware. I'm not just ranting. I'm going to put some information out there. I want y'all to see something, because I want y'all to see the connection with Michael Cronin, and I want y'all to see what's really going on with him being in charge of FOIA, with him covering up the Laquan McDonald shooting, and then with him arresting and mass incarcerating thousands of young black men in the city of Chicago. He is not your officer friendly. He is not your officer friendly. He is your overseer to make this a slave state. When you mass incarcerate, you lose your privileges of citizenship, of being a free person. You are reverted to slavery again. That's what the 13th Amendment says, that slavery shall be abolished unless convicted of a crime. So I'm going to head this information over, and then I'm going to go back, because we're going to do some editing, and I'm going to get this out and put this out to the Facebook family, because I want y'all to see this information, all right?